boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Ready. Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hurt.
Throwing on first down. Hargrove. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming up to win just as your team did the previous week. You talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jenkins. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hargrove. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jenkins. That's complete left side to Gray. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Looking to throw on second down. Hargrove. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Pass the 50, pass the 50, 18 Rattler.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Hargrove. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll look to throw again. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it, ready? Warrior 17.
To throw on 2nd down. Hargrove. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down, Hargrove. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Jenkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Back to the air on 2nd down. Jenkins. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
To throw on second down, Jenkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down the 15-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Jenkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jenkins. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jenkins.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jenkins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down. Hargrove.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Quiddy Pay
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. Hargrove. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hargrove. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hargrove. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jenkins. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action. Jenkins. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jenkins. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert O, 56 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun. Hargrove. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, Jubilation and laughter.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. Jenkins. And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
But that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
148 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.